Hello, my name is Seth, and this is my 2004 Mazda RX-8 in winning blue with a 6-speed manual transmission. I got this car for $200 off of somebody that messaged me on Instagram asking if I wanted it. I had no idea the condition of it, no idea what it looked like or what even color it was or transmission, engine, how it worked. I just wanted to sell it for parts. So one day I picked it up and got it, and here we are. And it's kind of cool to have a car that works pretty well, at least for an RX-8, that has some reliability, unlike my Jetta, which is in front of this car, currently broken. But yeah, over the next minute or whatever, I'm going to show you a list of stuff that is broken. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Wheels suck. Suspension is sagging ridiculously and it's really uncomfortable. These brakes are sad. I have to explain the hood. These windshield wipers are broken. I don't know how it gets rusty in California, but it did. The wing also is missing a good amount of clear coat. Somebody kissed the curb. Suspension rattles a lot when you drive. The front exhaust flange from the exhaust manifold is bent, so it has a giant exhaust leak. The key doesn't start it. Sun visor doesn't exist. The starter is being held in by one bolt. The battery is mounted the wrong way. Somebody's been here. There's no windshield wiper fluid reservoir tank. It's actually a Mazda 8. Okay, now that that's done and through, I want to go in more detail, stuff that I have done so far since I've gotten the car for a few weeks ago. First things with the engine is some rewiring and some insulation added onto some of these wires here because they were just open and there's no harness material over that, which is nice. I had to replace the MAF sensor because I had a Duralast unit on there, which was causing me to lean out like crazy randomly. I'd be at idle and it'd stall out at like 18:1 AFR. So I troubleshot it down to that. Don't buy AutoZone MAF sensors. Just get OEM. I had to top it off the coolant because there's no coolant in there when I got it. That was cool. The coolant temperature or quantity sensor I had to unplug because it's during the code, you know, infamous problem. I had to redo the entire upper intake manifold, gasket seals and everything like that, and for some reason they put Bondo or some sort of sealant down here when you didn't need to because this part actually doesn't get sealed by anything. That is just, oh, right down there, yay. That doesn't need to be sealed. Had to redo the grounds, that helped a lot. And some other battery stuff. That's about it for the engine. Not a whole lot. It was actually pretty solid. Oh, and the AC. The AC was kind of messed up and wired kind of ghettoly. But it's okay, because the AC actually works. Moving on to the inside of the car. First things was that the key, like shown before, will not start it. In order to start the vehicle, you have to put the key in, turn the ignition to on, and then I made a little switch panel down here to start the motor. I also had to put in a new radio because the old radio unit was shorted out to ground and it was not fun and it caused the fuse to pop and I would have no interior anything. So I just grabbed the radio out of my other car and threw it in here and it works nice and dandy. And that is why I'm missing a switch on there because I haven't swapped it over yet because I'm lazy. I just ordered to the one off of Bonsai Racing just because the one a friend had on hand. And there's my wiring to it that I haven't covered in installation yet, also because I'm a lazy f***. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. I still don't have a bottom bolt for that because, once again, laziness. I put a high flow cap back there, as you may see. There's some Megan Racing lowering springs on stock struts back there because the original struts back here were blown out. And lastly, for fun, I put some LEDs in there, except for the HIDs because I'm not a terrorist and don't use LEDs that aren't made for LEDs. But yes, I properly aligned the fog lights and put LEDs in the parking lights because it looks cool. Overall, for 200 bucks, I can't really ask much more. Kitty. Yeah, I get a running and driving 8 that starts fast every time and doesn't burn through a lot of oil or coolant or anything. It was just really uncomfortable with the suspension at first. Yeah! I look forward to documenting more of the $200 RX-8 later. Anyway, once again, I'm Seth, and thank you for watching.